Here's the rematch, or part 2 of Bruce Banner, Invisible Woman, Captain America, or also known as the Hulk, Invisible Woman, Captain America. I haven't posted these decks yet because I've been working on them. I think by now the Hulk and Invisible Woman are pretty much done. Captain America needs some work. But that's why I play test them. Looks like Captain America is drawn into Dig Through Time, Mountain, Asgardian Citadel, Frozen in Ice, Metallic Mimic, Plains, Command Tower. Hulk is drawn into Snarl, Heroic Intervention, Command Tower, Punishing Punch, Depower, Accelerated Evolution, Stark Industries. And Invisible Woman has drawn into Forest, Go Nuts, Command Tower, Goliath, Canopy Vista, Heroic Feast, and Terramorph. And it looks like Captain America won the roll-off. So we're going to be drawing into Murdoch's Crusade. We're going to be playing the Asgardian Citadel. It's going to enter tapped. We gain a life. And we will pass the turn to Invisible Woman. We'll draw into a Plains. Oh, it's not Invisible Woman's turn yet. It's the Hulk's turn. And we'll draw into Shock. We are going to play a Stark Industries. It enters tapped. We'll gain a life. And we will pass the turn to Invisible Woman for real now. Where she's going to draw Plains. I think we're going to play a Forest. And we will pass the turn to Captain America, who will draw into an island. We're going to play a Command Tower. Then we're going to tap for 2. And play Metallic Mimic. So we're going to choose Hero. And so this is a hero in addition to the other types. Each other creature we control of the chosen type enters with an additional +1 counter on it. So all our heroes. And then we will pass the turn to Hulk, which will draw into Scorch Geyser. We are going to play Frostboil Snarl. It enters taps unless we reveal an island or a mountain. We can reveal a Scorched Geyser because it shows island and mountain on it. But we really have nothing else to cast this turn, so we're not going to show what we got in our hand. So it'll come into play tapped, and we're going to tap the Stark Industries for a blue. And we will cast Bruce Banner. So if we pay XX, tap him, we draw X cards. Or we could pay 2 and 2 red and 2 green to transform him. And I think we will be passing the turn to Invisible Woman, who will draw into Human Torch. We're going to play a Plains. We're going to tap for a green and whatever. And play Goliath, Mass Manipulator. He's got Reach, and he's got Power Up for 4 and a green. And then we could put 2 +1 counters on him and draw a card for each creature we control with a power 4 or greater. We're going to pass to Captain America, who will draw into a Thriving Bluff. I think we're going to play a Plains. Then we're going to tap for a blue, red, white. And play Captain America, First Avenger. So he's got Throw. We could pay 3 and unattach an equipment from him. He deals damage equal to the equipment's mana value, divided as we choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. And we can catch. At the beginning of combat on our turn, we can attach up to a target equipment we control to Captain America. He is a hero, so Metallic Mimic will trigger, and he will get a +1 counter. And, ooh, everybody's got a creature. I think we'll just pass the turn. So we're going to pass to the Hulk, who will draw into Rejuvenating Springs. I think we're going to play Rejuvenating Springs. Enters tapped unless we have 2 or more opponents, which we do. And then we're going to tap 2. And we're going to tap Bruce to draw a card. And we will draw into Wolverine, Fierce Fighter. So I didn't save a red to use Shock on Metallic Mimic or Goliath. So we got too many cards in hand. Hulk's going to have to discard Depower. And then we'll be passing the turn to Invisible Woman, who will draw into an island. I think we're going to play the Canopy Vista. It enters tapped unless we have 2 or more basic lands, which we do. And then we will tap all 3 of our lands, 1 for a white. And we're going to bring in Invisible Woman. So at the beginning of combat on our turn, if we've cast a non-creature spell this turn, we create a 0/3 colorless wall creature token with Defender and Reach. Whenever we attack, we can pay a red, green, white, blue. And when we do, target creature gets +1/+0 for each creature until end of turn for each creature we control and can't be blocked this turn. I think we're going to go to combat, and we're going to tap Goliath to attack the Hulk, because the Hulk has no defenders at the moment, and the Hulk will be taking 2. We're going to pass the turn to Captain America, who will draw into a super suit. I think we're going to play the Thriving Bluff. It's going to enter tapped. We're going to say red and blue. And then we're going to tap 2, 1 being a blue, for the super suit. So when it enters, we're going to attach it to target creature we control. You know what? We're not going to cast it now. It would be better during combat. So let's untap those. And let's go to combat. So we're going to tap Captain America, and we will attack... How about Invisible Woman? Invisible Woman, despite having seen the card he's going to play, will declare no blocks. And then Captain America will tap 2, 1 being a blue, and flash in Super Suit. So he will untap, and we attach it to Captain America. So he's going to get +1/+2. Invisible Woman will be taking 6 commander damage. And then I guess Captain America will pass the turn. There's nothing else to do. So he will pass the turn to the Hulk, who will draw into Rhino's Rampage. I think we're going to play a command tower. And then we're going to tap 4, 1 for a green, 1 for a red. And we're going to play Wolverine Fierce Fighter. So when he enters, he's going to fight up to 1 other target creature. Let's have him fight... Not Captain America. He'll lose. Let's have him fight the Metallic Mimic. So we're going to get rid of that. And if damage would be dealt to Wolverine instead, that damage is dealt, but all other damage already dealt to him is healed. And I think we're going to send Wolverine Fierce Fighter, because he has haste, at the Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman will declare no blocks and take 3. So Hulk will pass to Invisible Woman, who will draw into Punishing Punch. We are going to play the Command Tower. Then we will tap 4, 1 being a green, and cast Terramorph. So we're going to look for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And it's got Rebound. So we did cast it from our hand. So after it resolves, we'll exile it, and at the beginning of our next upkeep, we can play this card from exile without paying its mana cost. So we're going to look for a mountain, and we're going to put that onto the battlefield. Let's move to combat. So because we cast a non-creature spell this turn, we're going to create a 0/3 wall. Then we're going to tap Invisible Woman and send her at the Hulk for 3. Then we're going to pass the turn to Captain America, who will draw into Black Widow. I think we're going to play an island. Then we're going to tap for 3, 1 being a white. And we're going to cast Black Widow Intel Expert. She has first strike, and whenever she deals combat damage to an opponent, you and that player each draw 2 cards. Now we could cast Murdoch's Crusade and take out Wolverine. but I think we're going to save it for the Hulk, because we know the Hulk can be very dangerous. We can go to attacks, though, and maybe we'll send Captain America at, well, let's send him at the Hulk for 6. Hulk will declare no blocks. Captain America will pass the turn to the Hulk, who will draw into PIM Technologies. I think we're going to play PIM Technologies. It's going to enter tapped. We're going to gain a life. Then we're going to tap for 4. And we're going to put X equal to 2. And we're going to tap Bruce Banner to draw 2 cards. And we're going to draw into Thriving Isle and Beast Mode. I think we're going to discard a Scorched Geyser. We'll go to combat. Tap Wolverine to attack Captain America for 3. Captain America will declare no blocks and take 3 damage. So we're going to go to Invisible Woman, who will untap Upkeep. On the Upkeep, Terramorph will rebound. And we'll get to search for a land and put it onto the battlefield. So we are going to find a forest, put that onto the battlefield. Then we're going to draw into a plains. We're going to play an island for a land. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to tap 3, 1 being a red. And we're going to cast Human Torch, Johnny Storm. It's got flying. Whenever we draw a card, if we control another hero, Human Torch will deal 1 damage to target opponent. We also have a power-up. So if we pay 6 in a red, we put 3+1 counters on him. We'll go to combat. At the beginning of combat, if we cast a non-creature spell, which we did, we cast Terramorph, so we get to create a wall. Then I'm going to pay a blue, a red, a green, and white. And we're going to target Invisible Woman, so she gets +1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's unblockable. And we will attack the Hulk. And that will be for 8 commander damage, on top of the 3 she did already, for 11 total. I guess we're going to pass the turn to Captain America, who will draw into Hawkeye's bow. I think Captain America is going to play Mountain. We're going to pay blue, white, red. Red, white, blue. And we're going to cast Frozen in Ice. And we're going to target Invisible Woman. So we're going to tap her. Oh, she's already tapped though. And she loses all abilities and can't become untapped. Then we're going to tap 1 to play Hawkeye's bow. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, has reach. Whenever equipped creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. It's got equip of 1. So when it comes into the field, if nobody does anything about it, and I don't think they will, we're going to tap 1. And we're going to equip this to the Black Widow. Now let's go to combat. I think we're going to send the Black Widow at Invisible Woman. We'll just say, hey, how would you like to draw 2 cards, even though you're going to get damaged, for taking away your commander? And we'll send Captain America at the Hulk for 6 more commander damage. And that'll be 12 in total. Meanwhile, Invisible Woman will be taking 4 damage from the Black Widow. And when Black Widow becomes tapped, both Hulk and Invisible Woman will be taking a damage. So Captain America is going to draw into Mirage Mirror and Mountain. And Invisible Woman will draw into Loki and Steely Resolve. Then we will be passing the turn to the Hulk, who will untap Upkeep and draw into Abomination. I think we're going to play a Thriving Island. So it's going to give us blue and how about a red? but it comes into play tapped. Then I think what we're going to do is we're going to pay 2 green to cast Beast Mode, targeting Wolverine. And we're going to tap Bruce Banner for Teamwork 1. So target creature gets +2/+2, gains trample till end of turn. Also put a +1/+1 counter on that creature if the spell was cast using Teamwork. So we'll be tapping Bruce Banner for that. So Wolverine will get the +1 counter, and we'll get +2/+2 till end of turn with trample. Then we're going to tap 3 mana, one of them being a green, for Punishing Punch. So target creature you control, Wolverine, will deal damage equal to twice its power to target creature an opponent controls, Captain America. So we're gonna, that'll be, oh, we gotta put our +1 counter on him. So that'll be 4, 5, 6, times 2, 12. That'll take out Captain America. So we're going to go to combat. We'll have Wolverine attack Captain America for 6. Captain America has no blocks, so we'll take 6. And then we will pass to Invisible Woman, who will untap, upkeep, and draw into an Avenger's Tower. And by drawing a card, we'll trigger Human Torch, which will do 1 damage to target opponent. Let's do the damage to Captain America. He's in the lead on health here. So I think we're going to play a Plains. And then we are going to tap. I think we're going to tap a red and whatever. And we're going to bring in Loki. So we could pay 1 and tap him. When we next cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to Loki's power this turn, we get to copy the spell and choose new targets for the copy. He's also got a power up, 4 and a red, where we put 2 +1 counters on Loki. Then we're going to pay a green. And we're going to go nuts. And we're going to have our commander, our 3/3 commander, who's frozen in ice. We're not going to do the teamwork, so we're going to choose 1, not the +1 counter. We're going to have her fight target creature an opponent controls, so we'll have her fight the Black Widow. And they will both kill each other. She's a 3/3, she's a 4/3. Then we're going to tap 5, one of them being a white. And we're going to recast our commander, Invisible Woman. Let's go to combat. We did cast a non-creature spell, Go Nuts. So we will create a 0/3 wall. And we're going to tap Human Torch, and we're going to attack the Hulk for 2 in the air. And you know what? Maybe we'll attack Captain America with Goliath as well. So he'll take 2 as well, because he's got no blocks. So we'll pass the turn to Captain America, who will draw into Titania. I think we're going to play a mountain. We will tap 4, 1 being a red, to bring in Titania. She's got first strike, melee, other creatures you control have melee. So whenever she attacks, or other creatures we have, they get +1/+1 till end of turn for each opponent to attack this combat. Then we're going to tap 3, well 2 and then 1. And we're going to equip Titania with the super suit and Hawkeye's bow. She doesn't have haste, so not much left except to pass. We will pass to the Hulk, who will draw into Grape Shot. I think we will pay 2 red, 2 green, 2 whatever, and we're going to transform Bruce Banner into the Incredible Hulk. And let's see, who is Hulk going to smash? I think Hulk should probably smash Invisible Woman. That probably didn't sound very good. But we're going to have Hulk go attack, tap him, attack Invisible Woman. And I don't think Wolverine's going to attack this round. So Hulk will go at Invisible Woman. Oh, I guess I should read the card. So Incredible Hulk he's got Reach and Trample. And Enrage. Whenever the Incredible Hulk is dealt damage, we're going to put a +1 counter on him. If he's attacking, we're going to untap him. And there is an additional combat phase after this phase. So I think Invisible Woman is going to block with her 3 walls. That way she doesn't damage him and create another attack. That's going to do 8 damage. She's got 9 for the total toughness. So she's going to lose 2 of those walls. And I think the Hulk is tapped out and done for now. So we're going to pass to Invisible Woman, who will draw into Pym Technologies. On the draw, that's going to trigger Human Torch, and we'll do 1 damage to, let's say, the Hulk. I think we're going to play the Pym Technologies. Actually, not yet. I think we're going to start off by tapping for 3, 1 being a green. And we're going to play Heroic Feast. So when it enters, we're going to create a food. Whenever we gain life, we choose up to that many target creatures we control and put a +1 counter on each of them. Then I think we're going to pay 2 mana to sack the food and gain 3 life. And we're going to choose... let's choose Goliath. You know what? Let's choose Human Torch, Invisible Woman, and Loki to put the +1 counters on. Then I think we're going to play an Avenger's Tower. We were going to play the Pym one to gain a life and put a +1 counter, but no. We're going to play Avenger's Tower. We're going to tap it, and we're going to tap Loki. So for the next time we cast an instant or sorcery with a mana value less than or equal to his power, which is 3 right now, we get to copy the spell and choose new targets for the copy, or we may choose new targets. Then we're going to tap 3, 1 being a green, and we're going to play Punishing Punch. So target creature you control deals damage equal to twice its power to target creature an opponent controls. We're going to have Invisible Woman, who's a 4/4 right now, deal 8 damage to the Incredible Hulk. And we know the Hulk is tapped out, so hopefully there's no free spells in there. And thanks to Loki, we get to copy the spell, and we will have Invisible Woman deal damage equal to twice her power to let's do it to Wolverine. Let's just get rid of the Hulk stuff. The Hulk is sad because he did have something to cast, but he had no mana and no free spells. So because of that, let's go to combat. We're gonna have Invisible Woman. And at the beginning of combat, we get to create a wall because we did cast a non-creature spell. And I think we're going to have Invisible Woman and Human Torch. We'll have Invisible Woman and Goliath attack the Hulk. We will have Human Torch attack Captain America in the air. And... ooh, no, maybe not, because Titania has reach. We'll send all 3 at the Hulk. And that is 9 damage. So we will be passing the turn to Captain America, who will draw into I Am Iron Man. I think we're going to tap 3. For Mirage Mirror, so if we pay 2, it becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land till end of turn. And then we're going to pay, when it comes out, we're going to pay 2 and have it become a copy of the Hawkeye's bow. And we're going to pay 1 to equip it to Titania, at least till the end of turn. Then we will move to combat, and we will attack Invisible Woman with Titania. I guess on attack, she's going to tap, so she deals 2 damage to each opponent. And I think Invisible Woman will use one of her walls because they don't have trample. So she got blocked, killed one wall. End of turn, Mirage Mirror unattaches because it becomes a regular artifact. And we will pass the turn to the Hulk. It will draw into a mountain. We're going to play the mountain. I guess we're going to pay 3, 1 being a blue. And we're going to cast Bruce Banner because we can't afford the Hulk right now. And yeah. He's got summoning sickness, so it's not much else to do. Hulk got pretty wrecked after he got his creatures removed. So we're going to pass to Invisible Woman, who will draw into Stature. I think we're going to pay 5, 1 being a green, and we're going to power up Goliath. So you'll get 2 +1 counters, and then we're going to draw a card for each creature we control of power 4 or greater, which is only 2 creatures. So we're going to draw into Rhino and Agent Phil Coulson. I think we're going to play the Pym Technologies. It enters tapped. We're going to gain a life. Heroic Feast will trigger. We're going to put a +1 counter on Invisible Woman. I think we're going to go to combat. And won't be making a wall this turn. But that's okay. We're going to pay a red, blue, white, green. Targeting Invisible Woman, so she's unblockable, and we'll get 2, 3, 4, +5, +0. So we're going to have Human Torch. Oh, at the beginning of the turn, when I drew a card, Human Torch would ping somebody. So let's have him ping the Hulk. And Human Torch and Goliath will be going after the Hulk for 7 altogether. And Invisible Woman, unblockable, will be going at Captain America for 10 commander damage. Bruce Banner is going to block Goliath, so we'll only take 3 for the Hulk, although numbers on the wall. And Captain America takes the 10. So Invisible Woman will pass to Captain America, who will untap, upkeep, and draw into Quantum Reduction. So I think Captain America is going to pay a white and a red. And we're going to cast Murdoch's Crusade. And we're not going to teamwork it, but we're going to exile target creature with toughness 4 or greater. So we're going to target Invisible Woman. Then we're going to pay a blue and a red. We're going to cast Quantum Reduction. So we're going to target Human Torch, so he gets -5, -0, and loses all abilities. Then we're going to pay 2 for the Mirage Mirror to turn into Hawkeye's bow again. Pay 1 to equip it. And then we're going to go to combat and attack with Titania at Invisible Woman. When she gets tapped, she's going to deal 2 damage to each opponent. I think Invisible Woman will block with the wall. So we'll go to the end step. Mirage Mirror will unattach. And we will pass the turn to the Hulk, who will draw into Hulk Always Angry. Well, Hulk doesn't have much to lose, but this will really screw up Captain America. We're going to tap 7, 2 of them being red. And bring in Hulk Always Angry. It's got trample. When he enters, we're going to destroy all artifacts. And he attacks each combat of Fable. So that's going to destroy nothing off of Invisible Woman's board, but it's going to destroy Mirage Mirror, Super Suit, and Hawkeye's bow. And Hulk will pass the turn to Invisible Woman, who will draw into the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Human Torch no longer has abilities, so we don't get the trigger there. So we're going to tap 7, 1 being a white, to bring back the Invisible Woman. Then we're going to tap 2, 1 being a white, for Agent Phil Coulson. He has Vigilance, and when we tap him, we put a +1 counter on each other hero we control. And we're going to tap 1 for a blue to bring out Stature Size Shifter. She can't be blocked if her power is 1 or less. She has power up, X, blue, so we can put X +1 counters on her. I think we'll go to combat. We'll tap Goliath and Loki, and we'll attack Captain America for 7. We'll pass the turn to Captain America. We'll draw into Iron Man, Titan of Innovation. I think we're going to tap 5, 1 red, 1 blue. And we're going to bring in Iron Man, Titan of Innovation. It's got flying and haste, and whenever Iron Man attacks, we're going to create a treasure token. Then we can sacrifice a non-creature artifact. If we do, we can search our library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact mana value, and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Then we are going to tap 2 blue and exile 6 cards from our grave to delve. And we're going to look at the top 7 cards of our library and put 2 of them into our hand, and the rest at the bottom in any order. So we're going to draw into, or reveal, look at, Cyberdrive Awakener, Infinity Formula, Metalwork Colossus, Island, Pepper Potts, Herbie, and Mountain. I think we're going to put the Infinity Formula and Cyberdrive Awakener in our hand, and we're going to put the rest at the bottom of our library. Then we'll go to combat. We're going to attack Invisible Woman in the air. So we're going to create a treasure. I don't think we're going to be sacking any artifacts because we don't really have any. Yeah, so in the air for 4. And Invisible Woman has no... Well, the only reach she has is tapped right now from Goliath. So we'll take the 4. So we'll pass to the Hulk, which will draw into a mountain. Oh, we would have taken 5 because other creatures have melee. So Iron Man would have had a +1/+1. And we're going to play that mountain. I think we're going to tap all 8, 1 being a red, and play Abomination, World Ravager. It's got Menace, Trample, and, well, that's about it. It's 10-10. We'll go to combat. I think the Hulk is going to go at Invisible Woman for 9. And Invisible Woman will declare no blocks. And we'll take 9. We'll pass the turn to Invisible Woman, who will draw into a forest. I think we're going to play the forest. I think we are going to tap 6 mana, 2 of them being green. And we're going to bring in Rhino, Terrible Trampler. He's got trample. When he enters, we're going to destroy target artifact or land. So I think we're going to destroy Iron Man, Titan of Innovation. And we're going to distribute 3 +1 counters among up to 3 other target creatures. They're going to gain trample till the end of turn. So I think we're going to distribute it to Loki, Invisible Woman, and Goliath. Then we're going to tap Agent Phil Coulson, and we're going to put a +1 counter on each hero we control. Then we're going to go to combat. We're going to tap green, white, red, blue. For Invisible Woman's ability, she'll target herself, so she's going to get +1/+0 till end of turn for each creature we control, and she can't be blocked. So she's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll put her at 12, and she'll be going at Captain America for 12 commander damage. I guess that'll just kill him anyway, and she's unblockable. And we're also going to send Goliath, Loki, and Stature at the Incredible Hulk, who only has one blocker, so he can kill one of them. Let's say Goliath, because he's the biggest. But he's still going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage altogether from Loki and Stature. Well, it looks like Invisible Woman got it this time. Didn't really get to use any of the combat tricks for the Hulk this time around. But I also didn't get any of the mana ramp that I put in it, so that I could try to get it sooner. Or at least when I cast Hulk, I have mana left over so I could do these combat tricks. Didn't happen this time around. Invisible Woman did alright. I did do another playtest that I didn't record where I have a couple of copy effects, so it's like having 2 or 3 Invisible Womans on the field and getting a whole lot more walls to protect yourselves. And I'm still working on the Captain America deck, so it's got a little ways to go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.